What's happening, sports fans? We welcome you back to another installment of Talking to the Greatest Athletes in San Diego. Abby Filson from Patrick Henry. She is joining us right now. She is a lacrosse and field hockey player. So we're technically catching her at the very beginning of her senior lacrosse season, which is exciting. But she's also committed to Depauw University to play field hockey next year. So we got a ton to talk about. Thank you so much for being on the show. Do you mind if we just start with what was that decision like for you? What have you visited the? I mean, I'm filled with questions, and I'm talking a ton right now. Hi, thank you for being on here. What was that decision for you?
It was definitely really different to navigate like a college search while learning how to actually like get recruited and like it all being virtual. So that was really interesting. Especially experiencing it for the first time. Like I'm the oldest in my family, so like we've never done any of this college stuff before. But I was able to visit the campus once I was offered a roster spot at Depauw. And they were definitely my top choice of all the schools that I had been talking to. So that was awesome.
Wait, that's cool. That's really cool then.
Yeah, so they were the first that I ever got in contact with. It was just kind of random. I just sent emails with my like skills videos and like highlight reel and stuff, like to a bunch of different D3 and D2 like field hockey teams all over. And then they were the first to respond and they were the first to engage, and they've always just been like something that like really really stood out to me. And like they were the first ones to offer me an official roster spot, and then that led to me being able to go visit campus in September, which was really awesome because that was kind of at the time where like COVID was like not as bad and we were able to like get tested and go. And there was like very limited stuff that we were able to do, obviously, because of COVID, but it was amazing. Like, I'm so thankful that I was able to see the campus because as soon as I went, I was like, wow, this is like where I want to go.
So you already had them circled as a favorite school, but then you got on campus and you kind of had that aha moment. Like, was there literally like, did like a light shine down on you? And was it like, oh, or,
Yeah,
or,
it was
or, or what
definitely
sealed the
really
deal?
good. Yeah, it was definitely like just that really good feeling that you get. Like everyone says, like don't fall in love with like the first place that gives you an offer, like the first school you meet. But like, I mean, I don't know. I tried not to be my favorite just because they offered me a spot and stuff, but it really was like when I got there, it was just like, wow, I love it here. Like I really want to go here. Like I would go here even if I wasn't playing field hockey. So
Well, and for the people that have not seen what DePaul University looks like, I'll share it right here. It looks very collegiate. It
it's
looks, it looks like some, I mean, especially considering that Patrick Henry has just gotten its whole front remodeled to be very modern. You're going very Ivy League East Coast brick buildings. So it had to have a really cool feeling. Greencastle, Indiana, though, seems a little bit smaller and a little bit colder than San Diego. Are you a beach person? Are you somebody that's going to, are you emotionally ready to, instead of be like, oh, I'm going to go sit at the beach, I have to do the cold? Or are you excited for that transition?
I'm excited. Like it'll be really different and I'm excited for that. I definitely am a beach person and I love the sun and like I miss the sun right now. So it's like I'm thinking about that right now and I'm like, oh, can I actually do this? But I think like it'll be fun to have seasons and it'll be fun to be in the snow sometimes and it'll definitely be an adjustment, but I think it'll be a fun adjustment. I don't know. We'll see.
Field hockey is still a fall sport in college, correct? It's that first season. So
Yeah.
you might potentially like into November get some inclement weather, some rain, some snow. I mean, I'm assuming because you have to slide the ball on the ground that whole time that field hockey is a sport where it might be a totally different game, sunny and 70 versus 2 inches of snow. Have you played in anything other than just maybe light rain?
No, I
Okay.
haven't. Yeah,
Uh, you need to promise me that you will come back on the show after you play your first field hockey game in snow, because that sounds difficult. That sounds that sounds tough. That sounds like you might just be like, Coach, tap me out for this one. I'll come back sophomore year when I'm ready for the winter. But yeah, awesome. Really congratulations on that. And it is a bummer that you guys got a shortened senior season, but you got out there for a total of, I think it was 5 games
yeah.
this year. What was the emotions of, are we going to have one? Are we going to have one? Okay, we get a small, like just even getting some of your senior season of the sport you love so much.
It was really, really frustrating because it's like, I mean, like with everything, like it's definitely been an adjustment to just like accept the fact that most of the time we're not going to get very much. And like I've been pretty good at adjusting to that and like not having really big expectations for my senior year or big expectations for anything, but I still had like expectations to play a season. And so like every time they pushed back the season date, I was just like, this is so frustrating. Like I want a season so bad. And so it was a really difficult process to like just hold on and wait. But I'm really, really thankful that we were able to get something. Like it's hard to like have a full lacrosse season and like only have had 5 games for field hockey, but I'm glad that I'm able to have at least one full season in my senior year. And I'm really glad that I was able to do at least a little bit of field hockey.
Well, then let's talk a little bit about that full season that you are going to get. You guys got I think it was 19-0. I saw you dented the scoreboard yesterday. That seems like you guys are working with a little something this year. What are you looking forward to about this? You guys are the real deal this year. Yes.
I hope so. I mean, that's the expectation, I think. Because my sophomore year, we won CIF. And then last year, we kind of had a lot of big expectations to follow that because we had moved up to D1 and we kind of had some big shoes to fill in our senior class that had graduated. And then like with COVID ending our season, it was a really big disappointment because there were a lot of really big expectations for us to be successful last year. So I think this year we have a lot of potential. We have a lot of really great underclassmen that have joined the team this year. And so we've got a really good team and I'm really excited. And yeah, Kenny definitely has really big expectations for us. I think all the girls also, like another good thing is like we all have really, really big expectations for the year and we're all pushing for that. So I'm excited.
Coach Kenny's a friend of the show and he's a good guy. He is definitely a coach that I feel like I've heard him go, like he has that very particular vocal whine that is just like when you get something wrong, I can hear it. And he's on the short list of coaches that I can just, without saying anything, just making that noise of, oh no, like I can't, I don't do a good impression of him, but I can be like, nope, that's Coach Kenny. I will say this, I don't mean to make light of you guys losing your junior season, but as far as anybody know, you would have rattled off 5 straight wins in the playoffs and been champions. So you can't have you won't have anybody be able to tell you otherwise. You are a champion. You won back-to-back titles, and now you're going for the three-peat. That's all you need to know.
We get to be reigning CIF champions for 2 years in a row. So like,
I'll tell you what, you're speaking my language there because as a La Jolla High School alum that we have been bad at football forever and we won CIF football last year. I'm telling everybody we're 2-time champs. We're defending champs forever until anybody actually says that we're not on paper. Yes. So yes, you're speaking my language. I want to get out of here with this, and we really appreciate you spending some of your time with us. As a student athlete that, you know, you mentioned Division II, Division III, you're looking at a pretty wide berth of stuff. Maybe you can end with just some advice out there to the younger kids that are in your shoes. They're maybe in 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever it is right now, and they want the best. They want to go to that big school. They want to go to that top school, but you know, just some advice on how to responsibly handle recruiting that they don't set themselves up for disappointment, or maybe that something that they can do to really succeed better and just find that right school, because you found the right school and you are 100% happy. And I think there's a lot of kids out there that don't know how to navigate all this.
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone knows like the big D1 schools. Everyone's like, oh, it would be great to play there someday. But there's really like hidden gems everywhere you look. And like, if you just do a little bit of digging, you can find incredible schools that like will offer you really great like scholarships. Like I got a great scholarship that I wouldn't get really anywhere else. And like, you really just have to do your own research and know yourself and know like, maybe like D1 isn't for me, and that's totally fine. And like, you can find amazing competition and like have a really good time, but also be able to be a student and like while you're balancing athletics. And that's something that like I really looked for and I really wanted. And like that's not something to be ashamed of, is like you can find the right school for you even if it's a D2 or D3 school. Like that's a really, really good option for a lot of people.
because in the end, you are still playing. You're playing the sport you love. You get to go to college. You get to freeze your ass off. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, hey, everybody that leaves from San Diego to go out, I feel for them because it is so perfect. Like today is cold. Today is a freezing cold day and it's like 60 degrees. Abby, thank you so much for joining us. Best of luck the rest of the season. I'm expecting 19 a game at this point. Well, you know, why not just put up double digits plus? Yeah, I see her go, whoa, don't put that on. Don't put that on us. Look, I how about this? I expect just good games. I'll come check out one of your games soon. Really appreciate it. And best of luck at the next level. We really look forward to supporting you folks. There's a lot of great student athletes out there that you need to know. And this is just another one of them. Thank you very much, everyone, for checking in. And we'll talk to you guys next time.